Welcome back to the garage. I haven't posted a video in a little while because I went on vacation in July, and when I got back it was pretty rainy. When I finally did get out on a trail, I was having some problem with this XTR V-brake lever. I got it out on the trail and it was loose. This is all that's left of the bolt that was holding it in place. I had to drill into it and back it out with a little tiny flathead screwdriver because it broke and this was flopping around. So you can see the bolts out of it. Anyhow, it was flopping around, but I figured I'd try and go for an easy ride because it would still break. I just, if I keep a finger on it, I thought it would be okay. But then I wasn't paying attention like I should, and I fell and I kind of banged up my hand a little bit. So I still haven't been out on the bike, and now I need to fix this. And I thought it would be easy to fix. You just grab a new bolt, but a regular standard bolt doesn't fit on there. So after doing a little research, I found out that the size of bolt this takes is actually the same size as what goes on a chain ring on a crank set. So I have some new ones, and today I am really just tightening these down and hoping to get back out on a ride. And I can kind of show you a few things here. I have this tool that I kind of like. It's a small little Torx wrench. That's just a tension type. I don't know if you can see that. Just as you apply torque, the needle moves, and you can see how many Newton meters of force are being put on it. So I was surprised to find out that this is actually the right bolt for this. I was looking all over for the right one. And it's just a simple chainring bolt. So I'll get this in place and then I'll kind of show you around this bike. Okay, so I have this torqued down to about 7 or 8 Newton meters. That crank bolt, that chainring bolt worked well. And I'll show you the setup I have this on this bike. This is a 99 Team Marin cross-country racing bike, and it's actually a really lightweight bike. It's made out of Columbus Cyber chromoly tubing. This bike gets the least amount of love of any bikes that I've featured on my channel, and I'm not really sure why. It actually is the best riding bike that I have as far as a hardtail goes. I have it set up with a XTR V-brake on the rear to match the brake levers, and then on the front I have a BB8 disc brake. This is mounted to some old Z2 bombers. 80 millimeters of travel, real smooth, and XTR rear derailleur, XT front. I have these race face cranks on them. They work great. And this whole bike, even with this kind of heavy RockShox seat post, and I actually switched out the aluminum steerer tube on this Marzocchi fork for a steel one because this head tube's kind of long. So even with steel inside of there rather than aluminum, even though I'm not currently riding tubeless, even though I have this suspension seat post, this bike still only weighs about 26 pounds. It's a great bike and rides really well. But anyhow, I hope you learned something new about these XTR brake levers, V-brake levers. So if you happen to lose a bolt, break one like I did, you can use a long chainring bolt. Now everything's going to 1x, so it's kind of harder to get the old chainring bolts for a triple ring, but that's kind of what you need in order to have enough reach. So hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I always appreciate the comments, and hopefully I'll see you again real soon.